Welcome back to this week's Ohio Tech Report, a massive week, which it's really fun to read. A couple of these stories all happened within 48 hours, but a big week for Ohio Tech and innovation. We have back a friend of the program, Naveed Iqbal from Dolr. Naveed, welcome back. Thanks for being here, and just share a little bit about yourself for those that you haven't met before.
Thank you so much. Very, very excited to be here and celebrate all of this news. Just I saw your post. It said before Tuesday, all of this happened.
Yeah.
Right? Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm a CEO co-founder at Dolr. We help people get to zero student debt by connecting them with extra cash from where they work, live, and shop.
Awesome. Well, Naveed, thank you for being back. Thanks for everything you're doing to help build Ohio's tech hub. But we're going to go to story number one, which is a massive, massive, massive piece of news. More momentum. Drive Capital, the well-renowned, well-known Central Ohio Columbus base, but they're working all in the Midwest and really beyond. But venture capital firm, they just announced, Naveed, that they have raised another $1 billion for investing. They're going to be doing it in places outside of Silicon Valley in the traditional tech hubs. So all over Ohio, all over the Midwest, all over in different pockets of underfunded parts of the country is their thesis. And huge, huge news for tech.
Incredible. I think that brings it to 2.2 billion under management, right? Like the largest firm between the coasts in Columbus, Ohio. It's fantastic, man. I love it.
It's really cool. And it's a story like yours where a couple of Californians came to Ohio. You came from Florida, but seeing an opportunity in Columbus and Central Ohio, to do some incredible work and some incredible upside. So it's really neat to see, isn't it?
Yeah, they're walking the talk, man.
Yeah,
it's great to see. I'm excited for the future here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go to story number two, which is actually going to combine a few pieces because, as I mentioned, a ton of news happening this week. And this is two new companies bringing operations to Central Ohio. The first one is going to New Albany, and it's Pharmavite. They are bringing a $200 million manufacturing facility to New Albany. They are a consumer goods company based in California. So somehow New Albany, they still have room to be building and manufacturing stuff, which is awesome. And then the second piece to this one is Forsee Power. This is a French company. They are bringing their new North American headquarters in Gigafactory to Hilliard. So west side, kind of east side, all of Central Ohio represented, but two new big announcements, bringing manufacturing jobs, bringing in North American headquarters. Pretty cool stories.
Intel announcement showed everybody that this is a fantastic place to build manufacturing, right? Very excited.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And kind of along those lines, I was watching CNBC at the start of the week, and Jim Cramer, who's kind of the, he's the loud guy with all sorts of crazy predictions. But he was saying he was at some conferences recently where the talk of all these CEOs, all these top executives is Ohio and everything coming. And of course, Intel, the big news that kind of plants the flag where people literally across the globe get to see it. But he was saying that, with so much others, and we're familiar with the stories of Meta and AWS and Google and their data centers, some of these other ones that are happening, Intel, of course, being the big keynote, as we've talked about. But Ohio's on the minds of these execs, which is awesome to see. And we're seeing HQ2s, we're seeing manufacturing facilities, and it's in areas that are really important and matter, like consumer goods. And then, gigafactories and power. It's really fun to see this stuff coming up.
It makes a difference in the funding landscape too, right? Like you're seeing most of the venture funded or the venture dollars are coming to Ohio out of the Midwest, and that's an incredible achievement.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and it's great to see, and just the latest. And again, that was both on Monday and Tuesday, which is pretty wild. Third and final story, also on Monday or Tuesday of this week, is two big fundraising rounds for Cleveland-based companies. So the first one is Cleveland's Fello, which is a real estate tech company. They raised $25 million. And then the second one is Cleveland's Centerline Biomedical, which is $33 million Series B round. So Naveed, you're like the PhD mathematician, statistician, much smarter than me. My kind of loose math is carry the 8 and a 2. That's like $58 million, I think, total between the two. So you can fact check me.
I like everybody's talking about a slowdown in growth rounds, and here we are in Ohio proving them wrong.
Yeah, big numbers, both one over 20, one over $30 million. And yeah, as my LinkedIn post that you mentioned and Twitter, that all of these 5 stories, Drive Capital's $1 billion, the 200 million manufacturing, the new North American headquarters, 25 million, 33 million. That was all on Monday and Tuesday of this week. So a really busy start to the week, but it's really cool to be able to share some of this. So Naveed, as we're kind of coming to the end here, anything new with Dolr, anything you're working on? What are you keeping an eye on?
We're getting ready for repayment to resume in September. So it's full speed ahead for us as we prepare to help even more people.
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll continue to keep an eye out on what you all are doing and what you're building and the people you're helping, the companies you're helping with employee retainment. I know you're doing some stuff upcoming on that and speaking on it. But thanks for joining, Naveed. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July, everyone. We'll see you all next week. So have a good one.